Brooke Killgore here in the mid-first against the Falmouth Commodores. I'm here with outfielder Andrew Wiggins, who once again takes the stage with his saxophone and performs the national anthem here tonight. First of all, Wiggins, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good after playing national anthem. I had a lot of fun.
All right, that's great. Did you make any changes in your national anthem performance tonight from the first time we saw you? We're here following a 3-2 walk-off victory over the Wareham Gatemen. I'm joined by Sean Martinez. First of all, that single out to left field, and you set the Kettleers on top for another win. What was that feeling out there? We're here following the 11-1 dominating win over the Hyannis Harbor Hawks for the Cotuit Kettleers tonight. I'm here with left-handed starting pitcher Peyton Menka, who had 5 innings tonight, 5 straight innings, 4 strikeouts, and no walked batters. First of all, Peyton, tell me a little bit about that journey getting onto the mound today. 2-0 victory of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Jack Natilli doing it again. When it was the last time we talked to you, it was practically when you had your last Grand Slam, wasn't it? Brooke Killgore here following a 4-2 walk-off victory in extra innings. Landon Beaver just absolutely dunked by Gatorade there. Congratulations on the walk-off home run. What an incredible moment. How are you feeling? When you went to the College World Series, especially making a great save out there early on against Murray State, you told reporters that you wanted the West Coast Baseball League to be known. You wanted people to care about UCLA and West Coast baseball. Tell me a little bit about how you're bringing that to the field today. We're going to take a quick step back to your college career. You signed with USC as a 16-year-old. You joined their honors program, one of the first athletes to ever do that at that age. What made you want to pursue baseball instead of potentially taking that first-round draft pick approach? Thanks, guys. I'm a little nervous, though. We're on a bit of a time crunch here as we've got 4 Ketts All-Stars that we have to talk to in preparation for Saturday's All-Star game. Peyton Menka, Jack Natilli, Ryan Farber, and Jaron Avincula being some of those 3 starters among those 4 guys. So we're going to have to see if we can do that. It's going to be a little tight here, and I feel like I'm not going to have enough time to do it. So we're going to have to see what we have.
Hey, did you say you didn't have enough time?
Oh, my gosh, Peyton Menka, what are you doing here?
I mean, I've been sidelining reporting for a little bit, and I heard you needed some time, so I'll gladly help with that.
Really? That would actually be great. He's actually one of the All-Stars we have to talk to, so I might have to take advantage of this. But first of all, before we get you asking questions, Peyton, 1.69 ERA in 16 innings, and you're officially an All-Star. Growing up in Massachusetts, how does that feel? All right, so sideline duo, Peyton Menka and Brooke Killgore. We're going to have to see how this goes.
Let's do it.
Well, we're here by the batting cages. We've stumbled across second baseman Jaron Avincula, who has been nominated for his 2nd appearance at the CCBL All-Star Game. First of all, congratulations on that huge feat. You've been batting .360 so far this season and leading this team in many ways. How is this feeling for you?
That's great.
Moved a couple feet away here from the batting cages, and we found starting catcher Jack Natilli, who has also received All-Star honors so far this season. Starter. Yes. Oh, thank you, Menka. Look at you. Sideline duties are serving you well right now. Of course, we have to talk to you. I feel like you and I have talked a lot this season. 5 home runs in 4 games, over 16 RBI. You're doing absolutely phenomenal this season. What has been the key to that success? We've made our way onto the field here right behind the batting cages. A little nervous here, but we've got starting third baseman, we should say, Ryan Farber for the CCBL All-Star Game. First of all, Ryan, you've been in every single game so far this season, 23 straight appearances, 26 hits, 12 RBI. You've been absolutely phenomenal at the bat. What can you say to that? Well, oh my gosh, I can't believe we got all those interviews done. We did that in record time. We have enough time to get there before this first pitch against Hyannis. How do you feel about all that sideline reporting? Syracuse men's club ice hockey heads from the ESCHL to the ACCHL, so welcome home to the ACC for another program. Syracuse coming off a 16-14-1 record, just barely getting the championship in the ESCHL against Delaware in a 5-4 overtime loss. The Orange are looking to do it again. They've got familiar faces. AJ Finta starting in goal tonight with Connor Chesner wearing that C and Jack Alicia following behind with the alternate. And you've got fan favorites from last season, Cameron Gaffney, who is one of the highest scoring freshmen with assists on this team, and then Ryan Thomas, who led the way as a defender behind the blue line. So many familiar faces, so many things to look forward to in this tip.
We'll send it down to Brooke Killgore, who's got more on the captain, Connor Chesner. Brooke, take it away.
Hey, of course, Arnav, we can't look at this program without talking about the newest C on the Syracuse men's club hockey. It is Connor Chesner, a defenseman who's been here throughout his tenure, someone who deserves that captaincy, as head coach Chris Timmons says. Connor has been a leader since he stepped foot on campus about 3 years ago, and going into his senior year, it's about how he carries himself both on and off the ice. Of course, last season, Chesner holding at 36 games played with 6 goals and 13 assists, following closely in the graduate student Sam Hutchinson's footsteps. And backing him as the alternate is Jack Alicia, who led the team last year with 19 goals on the program. Throwing it back up to you guys.
Keeps down ringside with Connor Chesner. Brooke, take it away.
Thanks, Arnav. I'm here with Captain Connor Chesner. Connor, first of all, we talked a little bit pre-game about how you got the seat. Can you tell the media and the fans all about that experience with Timmins?
Before this Penn State power play, we're going to toss it down to our ringside reporter, Brooke Killgore. Brooke, what do you got for us?
Hey, thanks, Jacob. Of course, we're looking at this high-scoring game in this second period, but this couldn't be done without the backstop between the pipes. That is AJ Finta. He's a senior, recording his 4th year so far with the Orange. Now, we're going to take a quick look at his career totals. 47 games played with a 20-22 record. 2 shutouts in that stretch. He's boasting an .890 save percentage. Now, when I talked to him pre-game here, he said, obviously the big goal is we want to continue to win these games, but being cut short by Delaware in overtime last year, which AJ Finta did play in. He says this team is now hungry to get started, and they're going to be playing at a very dilated level. And for him, that means stopping every puck he can. And of course, giving up only 1 goal so far, he's still got 17 shots under his belt. So keep watching for the backstop and AJ Finta. Back up to you guys.
Well, we've got someone ringside, so Brooke, take it away down there.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Jack McCormick. First of all, congratulations. Your first goal in the Syracuse Orange, repping the Block S. Can you tell us a little bit about what you saw leading up to that play and how the goal happened?
Yeah, thank you, first of all. It's a great moment. Obviously, we were on the PK. TC was battling over on this side. The puck squirted out to the defenseman, was able to force a turnover, got a breakaway, saw a daylight 5-hole and put it there.
And you put that goal up against a goaltender that has been there and helped bring Penn State their first ACC D2 championship. And you put one past him. What does that feel like knowing you took down one of the top teams in D2?
It feels great. Can't ask for anything better than a win tonight.
All right, you have a little bit of a fan club somewhere over here. We see a Jack McCormick sign over there, if you can believe it. So what does it mean to know that you have some of your fan club, including your roommate here in the crowd?
Feels great. Can't ask for better fans.
All right, thank you so much, Jack. Enjoy your night.
Killgore, our ringside reporter, has a report for us. Brooke?
Guys, taking to the ice for the very first time tonight, number 27, defenseman Robert Murphy. Now, that name may sound a little familiar to Cuse fans if you know his brother, Mackenzie Murphy, the creator of the Hockey House Pod, which is a platform for all things ACHA hockey. You'll remember that he spent his past 4 years here as well. Of course, Robbie and Mac are separated in terms of years, meaning they never got the chance to play together at Kennett High School in New Hampshire or Syracuse. But Mac says that finding out SU was one of Robbie's top choices was the most incredible moment. And don't worry about Robbie being young to the program. He's one of 7 siblings and spent most of his life being the youngest. Max says that before their younger brother was born, Robbie was always worried he was going to lose in knee hockey. But in becoming an older brother, he has grown and matured to that next level. That'll serve him well on a developing and young Cuse roster. Back to you guys up in the box.
Thanks for that. And Brooke Killgore has another report for us before we get overtime underway. Brooke?
Thanks, guys. Talk a little bit going into this overtime about the physicality of this team. Now, we know from last season, Jake Brown leading the Orange with 109 penalty minutes. He's not even on the ice, and he's actually leading the Orange this season so far. But talk about the amount of penalties that have happened just in this game alone. Penn State has about 10, and Syracuse has about 8, and there's about 2 penalties a period so far. We've seen some from both sides, but of course, that big one from Omar Wang and then Jack Duffy to conclude the third period, setting Syracuse down shorthanded. A couple of chances, of course, Angelino able to stop all the shots that come away in that shorthanded period. But the Orange are playing physical. You've seen bodies go flying in every direction, more so Penn State than Syracuse, but Syracuse is getting called on a number of them. So the key to success here, make sure that you're even strength throughout the rest of this period and avoid some of those obvious checks in the back. Back to you guys. At Syracuse University's Kennedy Ice Pavilion, history isn't just on the walls. It's on the ice, in the form of a defenseman.
Did you score?
I think the whole tournament we only scored 3 goals or 4 already.
Meet Omar Wang, a sophomore from Taipei, Taiwan, a region where hockey is still in its developing stages.
My sister started playing roller figure skate, and then I decided to play roller hockey. And then going out, and I figured out there's ice hockey. Not very popular back home, but started playing it, and then, it was pretty fun and fast.
He's won gold with Chinese Taipei, skated in the USPHL, and played on the world stage at the Asian Winter Games last year. And now, Wang is the first player from Asia to suit up for Syracuse.
So what kept him in the game and brought him to the 315?
Pretty easy because I wasn't that good at academic. But parents support me, that's a huge point.
This season, Syracuse men's club hockey joins the ACC Hockey League, facing higher-level programs like NC State and Alabama. Head coach Chris Timmons says that the prestige of this league is a major draw for players worldwide.
You know, back in the day, it was club hockey, like they used to define it, and now it's, taking a big step in the right direction, and, with the hockey growth, you get more skilled players, and that's where, guys are going to come from all over the world and countries to come play, and we're fortunate that, Syracuse is a good home for him.
Being the first doesn't come without its challenges. All the way from Taiwan, where the level of play is much different than here in the U.S., Wang has had to adjust every step of the way.
Smaller builds, you need to work harder and try not to get injury, because pretty physical game, and the guys probably a lot taller than you, and at the same time, academic with different language. I'm still struggling with it. Hopefully I'll get through.
If there's anything that Omar Wang's history of success has taught us, it's that it's never too late to start a brand new chapter. And what a chapter it's been for the sophomore defenseman. Reporting from Kennedy Ice Pavilion, Brooke Killgore. And 137 miles away at the Toyota Iceplex in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, a new program at Misericordia University shares that same purpose. For sophomore goaltender Leighton Sullivan, tonight is more than just a game. It's a chance to honor every fighter, every survivor, and every family who has had to suffer the losses.
Special helmet that he made tonight has names of breast cancer survivors within the CNS hockey community, and an absolutely beautiful helmet.
So in October of 2022, my Aunt Krista passed away of cancer, and it hit me hard. It hit me pretty hard because she was very, very close to me, basically like my own therapist. And back in 2024, we had a pink rink night here in Rinks, and I had a helmet made for it. And the helmet was made for completely free. It was an amazing gesture by the people who did it, but it basically just has Hockey Fights Cancer on the top of the helmet. It has 2 cancer ribbons on the sides and then a couple nameplates on the back of the helmet. So this upcoming game means a lot to me because it's basically playing for my aunt and whoever else along with the hockey community has battled cancer.
For 60 minutes, their opponents. But off the ice, Syracuse and Misericordia stand as one, for hope, for strength, and for those who can't fight alone. Brooke Killgore, SU Hockey Network. He didn't grow up with a stick in his hands, but you'd never know it now. A later start, a rising star in the heartbeat of his hometown. Meet CNS junior midfielder Adrian Sweeney, who began right here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium.
First time I ever picked up a lacrosse stick, I was in 2nd grade, so 8 years old, for the youth program here at CNS. But I just remember going out there and just all my friends from school played, and they were so much better than me, and I was just behind the pack.
As an 8th grader, he got the call up when injuries hit the varsity team, and he delivered right away. In just his 2nd game, he scored a hat trick against East Syracuse Minoa. Since then, 55 goals as a freshman and 40 more last season, including a trip to the Section 3 Class A semifinals. And now, he's committed to Syracuse University.
So with all of these accolades to back him up, you'd expect Sweeney to be in the top 20 in the United States. But try 100th. So how did he land a spot at one of the top lacrosse programs in Syracuse University?
There's a reason he's earned that orange opportunity, and his head coach, Chuck Wilbur, has seen it up close.
The work ethic, the kid is waking up at 4:30 in the morning, going to work out. How many kids do that in high school? Then after school, he'll go be the first one that calls my son up. My sons and him are really good friends, and they go shoot until it turns dark out. Not normal for even a college kid to do that type of stuff. He has that drive to be as good as he can be.
So what's Sweeney's message to the doubters?
I think I'm going to be able to prove myself just because my hard work, just everything I put into it. I know coming into it, my name wasn't going to be that big, but I know that I'm one of the hardest workers in this recruiting class, and I know that, I will get a spot, and my name will be out there.
Reporting from CNS High School, Brooke Killgore, NCC News.